Hello, people. Scenthound here. Today, I'm going to talk about Acqua di Gio Absolu 2018 perfume, a flanker of Acqua di Gio line by Alberto Morillas, the legend. The original Acqua di Gio, as you know, was launched in 1996, and this Absolu version, which is supposed to be a marine woody interpretation of the Acqua di Gio line, came out in 2018 to quite opinion dividing reception. Okay, so we'll go into all that, but allow me a bit of luxury of diversion a bit. Actually, today I wanted to do what I wanted to do actually by right was about nostalgia, right? Some nostalgic perfumes. I wanted to talk about it, and of course, when you say nostalgic perfume, one of the key ones is Dior Fahrenheit, and I was looking for it. I don't know where I placed that flame red, beautiful bottle. I kept looking up and down, and I rummaged through the cupboard, and then I found this box, this Armani box. If you see, somehow some creatures like bitten some part of it over the years that it's been there. So maybe I got this around 2018, I think, probably when I was visiting a town in the East Coast, a smaller town, not a capital city, a smaller town which had by the sea, and I went to a mall and I saw this and I got this, and this was probably before I started doing videos and all that, right? So yeah, I was into it's like, certain hobbies, certain things you're into, you don't even realize you're into it, something like that. I sort of used to be like a perfume person, but maybe not so serious, maybe less serious, not to say I'm very serious now either, but allow me a few minutes diversion before I jump into this review itself, and if you want you can just fast forward a bit to go to that. Now I say serendipity because when I was looking for that Fahrenheit, I found that and I rummaged through the cupboard, as I mentioned. I suddenly found this box of that I've forgotten all about this. And in fact, I was, when I was buying the Acqua di Gio and all that, I was thinking, it would be nice to get the Absolu next, because that's the one I haven't gotten yet. And the initial whiff that I took in one of the famous capital city malls gave me a kind of a not so fun vibe. That's why I ended up buying the other ones, Profumo, Profondo, and so on. I kept this like a last one to buy to complete the set and so on. But this is not only serendipitous, but it's also like a surprise to me, because I sort of gave this a least popular or least liked kind of impression based on the opening that I smell. But there's something interesting that I realized that I'll share with you in a while. So yeah, I think I'm done with the serendipity portion of it. How today's review become Acqua di Gio Absolu review, just because I found this box that's been sleeping in the cupboard for a while, when it's supposed to be a nostalgia perfume. It's kind of a nostalgia too, right? It's true. It's an old thing, so it's a different kind of nostalgia, I guess. Now, the other thing to get out of the way is that Rasasi Hawas, right? You see everywhere people talk about this being similar to Rasasi Hawas. Okay, we put that aside. All right. Coming back to this, I mean, you can go and smell. I haven't tested out Rasasi Hawas. I mean, so right. So coming to this and talking about this now, this is an interesting thing, and a very interesting thing. I think Morillas, he had some ideas and all that, but he was maybe under pressure to sort of do an Acqua di Gio line, but he wanted to go in his own direction. Maybe he didn't want to venture too far away from the series, right, the theme of it, so it got messed up a bit there, but it's very, very salvageable, I think, because if you look at my Acqua di Gio Eau de Parfum, the recent 2022 video, if I'm not mistaken, I've talked a bit about that messiness whereby flanker companies are working hard to create better versions of the sorry for the interruption just now, better versions of the original OG, the original perfume. So making it stronger and more potent and so on. You would expect the original perfume house, when they release the subsequent flanker or subsequent Eau de Parfum or elixir and so on, versions would maintain the originality, just add strength. But oftentimes they go on a tangent, right? That's one phenomenon that's happening, one weird phenomenon that's happening, whereby the clone companies have started to play the role, because the original companies are not doing that. Okay, either make the original stronger over time, making it better, or make a better flankers. But it seems what the strategy being used is that the original is diluted over time, and the flankers try to ride on the name made famous by the original, while they just simply experiment with all kinds of combinations, right, to draw the customer in. So this leads to people getting confused, people getting unhappy, and all these phenomena happening. It's sort of, I think, not so beneficial actually for the original houses. So I hope original houses would look into this sort of, they have to have some courage, because the brand itself still does carry some cachet, like Armani itself, people still, there is a cachet to that. So they can be brave, and if they are coming up with new formulation, just launch a new line altogether. Of course, it does involve some marketing costs and whatnot. I guess we also need to see the challenges faced by the company as well. I do sort of understand that, but the balance has to be struck. All right. So that's my brief rant about these issues that houses and their clone houses and all are going through. Okay. So to talk about these perfumes, you guys are like, scenthound, when are you gonna come to the point? Okay, why are you rambling away? Sorry, I don't often do it, but sometimes, today is serendipity day, right? So I wasn't even planning on reviewing this anyway. All right. So 2018 flanker of the original Acqua di Gio. And I told you about my initial impression upon sniffing this in a mall, where I ended up buying the Profundo, Profumo, and so on. And maybe I will do like a more in-depth comparison of these versus the others, including the OG later, and also the EDP, which is the 2022 version. Where did I put it? Maybe I'll later take out the EDP version, right, to sort of stand next to his brothers. Right now, coming to this perfume, Absolu. The ingredients are, opening notes are C notes, bergamot, pear, grapefruit, apple, lemon. Meat is lavender, rosemary, geranium, and the base is labdanum, amberwood, patchouli, tonka beans, and woody notes. Woody notes. They keep some mystery there. Woody notes, right? To me, I would say sandalwood. Okay, why? Well, you see, that's now I think this is like a bit of a diversion field review. Well, because soaps. I mean, Western people know the Western soaps and all. The soapy thing. Talk about Prada, Amber being soapy and all that. Well, Eastern side people, Asian people in Indian subcontinent, they have these soaps, which are quite famous as well, and they have heavy amount of sandalwood essence kind of fragrance in them, and people love to buy and use them. And then, of course, you come out of the bath smelling all sandalwoody, right? This might not be common practice in Western societies. Also, sandalwood is also used in a lot of traditional rites and so on. So it's also applied on the skin and all during ceremonies or in the East. So this smell is kind of familiar, all right? Maybe a bit boring, but it's a nice smell. Okay, not like, for example, if I get a Dior Sauvage, I'm like, oh wow, this is perfume, this is luxury. But if I get the sandalwood, I'm like, oh, okay, right? It's nice, definitely nice, but you don't get excited by it. It's not like new in apostrophe, right? So what's happening with these, the phenomena that's happening with this, which made me initially put it in the Acqua di Gio line when I sniffed it, as well as why many people have negative views in all the review sites and all, is because lots of people go expecting this, okay, Acqua di Gio, something along those lines. Okay, maybe a stronger version of Acqua di Gio or whatever, but they are surprised when it's some kind of a confusing medley, especially in the opening, because more or less trying to put the C notes and all in the beginning, and then you're just like thinking like, what am I smelling here, but the secret of this perfume is in the dry down. Okay, so go to the mall, spray on. Okay, take a whiff, no harm. Take a whiff the opening. Okay, you're gonna get a bit confused. Most people are gonna, I think so, at least if my nose is similar to other Homo sapien nose. But walk away for a while. Walk away, or take a break, look at the other scents, or go to another shop or whatever it is, and then smell your hand. Okay, and then smell your hand, then you get the beautiful sandalwood dry down. Okay, this perfume is all about the dry down. So erase this Acqua di Gio from your mind, erase the opening from your mind, then you enjoy it. Yes, then it's good for what it is. If you are a lover of woody type of fragrances, and you have a bias towards sandalwood, then this is a good one. Okay, the sandalwood is just what I think it is, because they just put their woody notes. I think there's a lot of sandalwood in the mix, maybe some cedar and so on. Of course, if you guys have other differing opinion, you can definitely share it with me. So yes, this is quite a nice perfume. Shocked myself. Wow. So I might end up getting a proper bottle later, maybe after I use this up. Or should I just keep it because it's like a nice set like that? I've used up the code Absolu over time. I think this gave me a cola vibe. I've been using this Perfumo Armani code for a while now. Yeah, so that's the sort of the story, guys, with Acqua di Gio. It doesn't look like it's used much, but as I said, I've smelled it before when I went to my previous shopping. I smelled it on my hand, so I know. And I sprayed again today. So it's got moderate, not slightly lower than moderate projection. It is somewhat a skin scent, but it's nice, intimate close moments with the significant other. They can smell the beautiful wood notes. Yeah, it's nice, but just take a break from the opening. Okay, so if this came out as its own thing, if he didn't try to throw in all the C notes, I think it would have fared better though, right? So for whatever it's worth, that's what it is. This is salvageable. I think maybe they can come up with a newer version where they polish it up a bit. That's my suggestion. It's funny me trying to give suggestions to the great Alberto Morilas, but hey, no harm, right? Who knows, sometimes even rookies can sometimes come up with some good ideas. It's definitely possible, right? So guys, that's it, my take on Acqua di Gio Absolu. Okay, sorry for some of the rants and a bit of the whatever break in the review. I hope you can forgive me, but if you are just too robotic, if we just list out some ingredients and then we just like say, oh okay, a short mid strong projection, full stop, and then just stop the video, then I think then it become like an AI or robot review. We are humans, so we always have some kind of artistic, or the what do you call it, a bit of all these things happen, right? You rant sometimes you're angry, sometimes you're emotional, sometimes you're excited. That's what being a human is about. So with that, oh yeah, surprisingly I can give this actually a 3.5 out of 5, right? I can give it a 3.5 out of 5, as long as you take those precautions that Scenthound mentioned. So with that, I sort of end my review of Acqua di Gio Absolu. I might come out with a video of more in-depth comparison of this and it's what do you call it? It's brothers. I'm thinking of what kind of combination to do. Maybe I will, yes, this new one. I might decide to put it in and compare in a while. Okay, guys, get ready for the next video soon. Otherwise, take care, stay safe, be healthy, think positive thoughts. Love you all. Bye bye from Scenthound.